Hello all and welcome to Game Barnes Plays the Escapists, the Walking Dead edition. For those of you that don't know, this vision came out apparently in 2015 version. Did I say vision? I don't remember. But yes, this came out in 2015 by a Team 17. For those of you who don't know, they're the guys that gave us Worms. Not literally, but you know, actually, yeah, literally, because it was actually a game. But you know what I mean. They didn't literally give us the actual problem of medical condition called Worms, but they gave us the game, and they also gave us this. For those who don't know, Escapists is a game about basically breaking out of prison as best you can. This version is trying to survive the Walking Dead. I do have a few versions that I've already played of this. You see that I've already unlocked the the hospital is just starting the location. I've unlocked the second one, mostly because I tried to do this recording earlier, completed it, and then realised my microphone wasn't turned on. So I'm going to do it again for you guys. Do you wish to continue? Yes, I'm afraid so. Facing a trigger-happy adversary from out of town, Police Deputy Rick Grimes and his partner Shane find themselves in a treacherous situation with police backup nowhere to be seen. Just like a comic book, this is not good. Cover me. Shots! Everything goes red. Shouts Rick. And then we wake up in the hospital. Dun dun dun. Well, that's not really shocking. When you get shot, you normally do tend to go to hospital. That's normally a thing, I suppose, isn't it? You don't just walk around. It's not a movie, after all. It's a game. It's a TV series, and that's exactly how it starts. It's meant to start that way. It's a comic book too, Richard. Don't forget comic book. Comic book first, then TV series, then the Telltale games, and then this. I think maybe that's the way around, or maybe kind of during the first Telltale games came out. This second Telltale games came out, maybe. Anyway, we wake up in the hospital. We do have these green things above our heads. They will be mentioned later on. But we got to wake up, go to Rick's desk, get on his clothing. Then we just walk through the doors. Doors are automatically opening. Then walk down here. Ooh, those people dead. Just open up this one. Pillowcase. Pillowcase. There is a reason for that in a minute. We shall go through. Ooh, push that. Nope. Right, these things don't always get noted up on the arrow, as you see there, but in them are collectibles and sometimes just useful things. Through these games you do have to collect, you don't have to, you can collect the comic books from the series. There are 24 comic books to collect throughout the whole game, and I've collected one so far. There are 4 in this level, 5 in the other levels coming. And then this gives us the option to craft, as there is crafting in this game. So obviously you can't go any further unless you've crafted. So up arrow on the PlayStation controller if you're using PlayStation, put both those items in there, press craft, you get makeshift kosh. Press the right arrow on the directional pad and it equips it for you. Obviously now you can walk through with that equipped. And let's go to here, use, press the button, ding, bleh. And he dead. So I'm all good. Run away. Go on, go. And then up this way. You're dead. Highlighted. Obviously, you got to highlight the thing down the bottom. You'll see those white arrows. White arrow, right square. Press square, and he goes down in 3, which is awesome. Search for Walker for user items, and then I get duct tape, file. There's a reason behind why I get those 3 exact items. Right, press square on this thing when it has desk written over it, and he picks it up. Press square here and it puts it down. Triangle, you to get on top of it. Now we got to craft a new item. These 3 items, they look familiar. They make flimsy cutters. So highlight them, press it, and it makes the highlighted cutters. You got to learn this, by the way. You don't actually you can't make them every time. You then got to highlight it and press square to use. Lo and behold, he can then access the ventilation system. I'm just going to go through here and use the rucksack. You'll see that the flimsy cutters do go down 50% of their health. This is because they are a limited use item. Obviously the files, the flimsy cutters will break once they get to 0, and then you can just drop down there once you're cut through. Just going to go this way. I did collect that other comic book just then during the explanation. I'm just going to collect this one as well. Now I know exactly where all these are, sadly, because I've already done this literally 10 minutes ago. It was a 10-minute video. This one's probably going to be even less. Right, unlock the doors. Well, I can't unlock the doors because as soon as I unlock them, what happens? Go, the bad guys. Okay, Can't you understand? No, they can't. They speak in L noises. Right, go this way, down here, use your belt. Off we go. And then weapons. So you can pick up weapons in this game. L2 to point, R2 to shoot. You can use the right analog stick to change between walkers if you want. The closer you are, the more damage you do, because if I'm further over here between the cut-off point, which is about there, you stand it for ages, just, you know, and by the time they'll come at you. And then just think, you're done. Right, holes can be dug, and are normally dug initially, to give you a hint, with a shovel. Sturdy shovels, bad shovels, whatever you want. And you can dig new holes to dig them out. This one's obviously not going anywhere. It will show you green if it can be dug, red if it can't, so you won't waste your shovel on nothing. That's now broken because 2 goes, because that's all we need it for. And then we can come out of here once the light is shown and just kill all these guys. And you. Yeah, I got hit. There we are. There we are, dead. You can pick these up, by the way, if you ever want to move these around. You can just place them wherever you want, as long as it's within the building area. You know, you can just plop them down, make a row of them if you really wanted to, because they do start to build up after a while. I don't think they actually despawn. You may need to quote me wrong on that, because I've never actually had enough, I don't think, to need to despawn. But there's volume 4. But there we go. And that is the level. He then goes off. And we get more cutscenes. When I say cutscenes, we get comic books. After his first encounter with the undead, Rick, confused and scared, trudges on. I'm going to try and read this as quick as I can so that we can get through it. There he goes, leaving the Memorial Hospital. Here we are. Rick. Dad. I was so worried about you. I can't do an American accent. You just get generic reading accent. After meeting a stranger called Glenn who invites Rick back to his camp, Rick is astonished when he reunited with Laurie and Carl, who they're along with other survivors. Yeah, that was good enough for me reading. You can pause that to read it yourself if you really want to. And that was it. So we then unlock the Green family farm. So it has skipped quite a bit and gone straight on to the farm. You then go on to the Merryweather Correctional Facility, i.e. prison. You then go on to Woodbury and then on to Alexandria, where the game stops. Which I'm not sure if that's because that's where it stops in the comic book as well. I believe that's the case where it's got to at the moment. And same with the TV series. Obviously this came out before the TV series got to there, so I'm not sure how they're going to get on with that. But I'm hoping there's going to be a Negan. You do get survival, which you can choose one of 3 places to be. Alexandria, Woodbury and Merryweather. Not going to start one because it takes a while to load, but basically you are fighting as Abraham with Rick and Carl, and you basically just got to keep going until against hordes of zombies until you die. Literally just the case of they'll keep coming at you every day, waves and waves, until you finally give up. With this one you are Michonne, Martinez and Glenn, and in the last one you're Tyrese with Herschel and Maggie. So you've got your options, and each one obviously has its better, the more difficult you can. But yeah, that's all of them, and then I have my options there for when I turn down my music and sound effects, so you guys can hear my lovely voice even more. But yeah, that's all of it in a nutshell. Hope you guys enjoyed this, because I do plan on releasing more, depending on the response. Well, depending on the time I have, because I know you guys don't always view these videos, and you know, this may happen many years down the line that these videos are going to take off, but they're not so far. But I'm going to keep going. You never know. And until next time, guys, tatty bye.